European Footballer of the Year, Andrei Shevchenko, earlier this week ruled out moving to Chelsea from Milan. Sheva insisting that his heart belongs to the Rossoneri. Sheva saying he admires the work of Jose Mourinho and that what he has done at Stamford Bridge, and also paid compliments to Chelsea owner Roman Abramovich, saying he loves the game. Cagliari's Gianfranco Zola left the Blues just as Abramovich and Mourinho joined Chelsea. He's helped Cagliari get back into Serie A. Early in the match, chance for Milan. Cafu with this cross, and Sheva the redirect. Saved by Gennaro Iezzo. Chance in the ninth. Good header by Sheva, but he paid the price as Sheva connects with the ball. He was on the ground because he cracked his head against Simeone Loria. Just a phrase. Get a couple of angles of this one. Iezzo with the diving save, but Sheva picked up quite a knock, and he left the game immediately. His injuries, look at that knock on his face, looked pretty bad. Early reports suggesting a fractured cheekbone. I'll have more on that in a moment. That did not look good. Back to game action. John Dahl Thomason in the game, and he feeds Clarence Seedorf, and his strike right at Iezzo, and that chance in the 29th. It was nil at halftime. Second half, Mauro Esposito was fouled by Giuseppe Pancaro, and the referee is right on the spot. It's a second yellow for Pancaro, and that's a red card. He was already running to the locker room. So that's the yellow. This is the first yellow he got in the 18th minute when he fouled Diego Lopez. So AC Milan were down to 10 men. Pancaro, well, he gets the hot water before most of the rest of his team. Man advantage, Cagliari on the attack. Loris Del Nero runs into that one, but Nelson Dita comes up with that save in the 85th. Other end, Rui Costa cutting in from the left side, and that's stopped by Iezzo. Then, just as most thought this game was going to end in a draw, Milan find a goal. Cafu along the touchline sends it to the far post. Serginho scores to make it 1-0. Goal in the 90th +2, and the Cagliari players are furious as they felt Cafu push Francesco Pisano in the corner. Alessandro Agostini gets a red card as Cagliari swarm the referee. It's quite often you see that in Italy, don't you think?
Yeah, from time to time.
Yes. On the replay, did you see the contact? There was contact between the two. Serginho drives it in for his second of the season. The ref sought out Serginho to give him a yellow card for taking off his jersey. I'm wondering, how did the referee see that with everything else
That's
going on?
That's why he's a referee. They're sharp guys.
AC Milan win this one. But the situation
of losing to each other. Siena going in the worse off of the pair with just Atalanta behind them in the Serie A standings heading into this round of action. And the home team seems up for the occasion in the early going. The short corner setting up across to the box for Torre Andre Flo, and he gets it to go. Siena out in front in just the 6th minute of play. The ball in right where Flo can run onto it, and he does so with 6 purple shirts around him. Home side up by 1. Siena catching Fiorentina ball watching, and they get a key early lead for their efforts. Minutes later, Siena surges ahead in search of another. Simone Vergasola with the break on the left, but Cristiano Lupatelli comes out to make the block. There is a second chance. Roberto Diaversa, but he whistles it well off the mark. Some early cushion would have been nice, especially with what comes next. 10 minutes from the interval would have been nice. Especially with what comes next. 10 minutes from the interval, Siena reduced to 10 men as Salvatore Racalbuto sends off Giovanni Pasquale. Pasquale sent off for running a block on a teammate. This, well, part of the game in the NFL, but simply not acceptable in the Serie A. Pasquale then tries to feign an eye problem, but anybody can see his day is done. Fiorentina didn't do much to take advantage of the extra man until the second half. Gianpaolo Pazzini with a chance. Alex Manager makes the save on the angled try. Down at the other end, a 10-man Siena looks for a second and nearly finds one. Alberto with the cross for Tadai. He sets up Vergasola, but Lupatelli makes a pretty good look and stop, keeping Fiorentina with a goal. Dino Zoff knows all about keeping teams in games, and he looks on wondering if his team can take advantage of what Lupatelli is doing for them. And here they give it a very good go. Poor free kick allowing for a quick transition for Fiorentina, and Fabrizio Nicoli is off to the races. But Alex Manager is out, and he is ready, and he makes a game-saving block to preserve the lead for Siena. Not long later, Fiorentina musters another attempt. Pazzini with the header, and Manager there again, making sure his team stays out in front. The deep ball just right for Pazzini, and he very nearly finds the corner. Here's another look at it. Manager there just in case. And you know what? Siena, they hold on. The final whistle confirming a 1-0 victory to take the derby and boost their survival campaign.
Udinese hosting Inter in a match from Saturday. Inter playing in the white strip. This is second half action. Giuseppe Favali with the throw in. The ball would get to Juan Sebastian Veron. Veron with a move at midfield, and then he would unload from distance, beating Morgan DeSantis. Goal in the 58th, and it's 1-0. DeSantis might have been screened by his defender who was challenging Veron. The shot just too hot to handle, and Inter with the lead. But Udinese equalizes in the 90th off the corner. The initial strike takes a wicked ricochet. Then Udinese headed towards goal. Henak Goitom would get the final touch, beating Francesco Toldo. This goal in the 90th as Udinese sting Inter with a last gasp equalizer. Usually it's Inter that does that to other teams. Goitom from Sweden, an under-21 international, scores in his first game for Udinese, and he certainly made a name for himself, giving his side a precious point as fourth